Hello everyone, today we're going over a Living Dead doll, which is a little bit out of pocket and uncharacteristic, isn't it? Like, we haven't ever, went over something like this on my channel because I've never bought something like this to begin with. But anyway, so he came in the mail today, and so did this Pokemon game, Pokemon Scarlet. I've been wanting to play it for a while. I was gonna buy it at Target the other day, but they only had the version with the bundle, with the DLC bundle, and it was like $40 more. And I don't know, I don't want to invest in that if I drop this game, because I have a bad habit of buying games and then dropping them like a week after. Like that happened with Story of Seasons. I really wanted to play it. I was watching playthroughs, and then I bought it and I played it for a week and then I dropped it. Same thing with Bayonetta. My homie showed me that game and I played it with him for a little bit, and then I hyperfixated on it, and then I bought it, and then I played it for a week, and then I dropped it. And I don't really have much interest in picking either of those games back up. So hopefully this is not the same thing. Hopefully I stick with this, because I really do like video games that I love. Like Animal Crossing, like I never dropped that. Like I do take breaks, but I feel like I always come back to Animal Crossing, right? So I hope, this one sticks with me, because I kind of need more video games to play, because I really don't be playing shit. Not that I'm a gamer, because I'm not, but it's fun to have games to play. Anyways, so here is Desmodus, the Living Dead doll. Why do I have this doll? How did this come to be? Well, it all is because of my friend Matt. I've mentioned him before. He goes by lots of things: Skelette, Stylesville, Lolejne, Eat Glue, Mads Doll, Selfie Snaps, Chloe. And so he is a Monster High fan at heart, and he has mentioned to me before that whilst exploring Monster High content on YouTube, that he has spotted Living Dead dolls before in the collections of people who have been talking about Monster High dolls. And so he's always known about Living Dead dolls, and they've always been in his head. But just very recently, like maybe a few months ago, he started hyperfixating on them and researching and investigating them, and he has a cute little collection of his own now. He has a lot of good ones. He has a little over 20, I think, Living Dead dolls. Oh wait, no, he just got a fuck ton for his birthday, Christmas, so it might be like closer to 30 now, if not more than that. Yeah, he has a lot. He's dope. I love him. I bought him one. I bought him Sin. Anyways, so I had Sin in my hands. That was the first Living Dead doll I ever held in person. But I shipped it to him because it's his, because I bought it for him. I don't really care much for Sin, no offense. But this is Desmodus, and this is the one that always caught my eye ever since we ever spoke about Living Dead dolls together, and he showed me like, pictures of them. I was like, wait, what's that one? And he's like, oh, that's Desmodus. He's from the Things with Wings series 21. And I was like, wait, like that one's cute. Like I might get that one. And he's just always been in my head, Desmodus. Like I've always kind of been searching for a cheap listing to buy. Ever since I heard of him, because I knew that even if I wasn't interested in this doll line, I was interested in this one. But since then, I have been over every single Living Dead doll, and I know that this is still my favorite of all of them. I have looked at all of them, and there are better ones. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that this is the best one, but this is my favorite. So yeah, Desmodus, very cute. Thank you, Matt. Will I hyperfixate and go buy a bunch of these? I'm not certain. Oh wait, I'm actually lying. I already bought 2 more. What is wrong with me? I just straight up lied to you. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get any more, but I literally already bought 2 more, so it's not that crazy. One of them is just a double of Desmodus. I'll put a picture up on screen, but very early on in my time of knowing about Living Dead dolls and Desmodus' existence, I designed like this little repaint that I might do, because originally I was not much of a fan of this shrieking face that Desmodus comes with, because it's a little off-putting, it's a little scary, a little uncanny. But since then I have grown to really like it, so I'm gonna keep this one just the way it is. And I bought a second one for around $50. This one was $70 new in box, but I bought one for like $50 out of box, and he's complete. He's only missing his hat, which is fine, because I don't plan to give the custom a hat. But yeah, I plan to brush his bangs forward and make his face look a little friendlier and his lips a little livelier. Yeah, will I go through with it? Will it happen? I'm not sure. I hope I can make it work in a way that I like, because I'm not sure. I don't do much customizing, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And the other one that I bought is the Anniversary Damien. The one that was like a secret, like it was a mystery character. That one. So technically I have 3 Living Dead dolls now, but 2 actual different characters. Anyways, before I speak for too long, let me go over this little box with you. So here he has a blue, like cerulean colored coffin. It's made to look like a worn wood plank. It says Living Dead Dolls in white with some skulls, 13th anniversary. And there's lots of scratches on it, lots of little 13s everywhere, and many tallies, though I wonder why there are tallies for. Oh, they're not tallies, they're like, I think it's 13 because this is series 13. No, I'm straight up lying to you. This is not fucking series 13. This is series 21. But the tallies do count 13, so it's just 13 in a different thing. I was like, why are there tallies? Like, who would tally up a coffin? You know, maybe you're tallying it up to get out the coffin, counting the days, but wouldn't it be inside the coffin, not on the outside? Anyways, I'm thinking too much about it. Here we have ages 15 and up. There's some information on the bottom. There's nothing remarkable on any of the sides, but on the front we have Living Dead Dolls in like a silver, and we have Pure Evil with some spider webs at the top. It says I'm dead, I sleep with the worms, for spooky kids ages 15 and up, Mesco. And then we have, it looks like a barcode. I guess this is maybe how much he retailed for, $29. Desmodus, he has a bat, a hat, and wings, ready to spread with fangs and pointed ears. This bat boy is undead, series 21. Not certain what those numbers mean, but here you can see him through his box. And yeah, so I will be opening him, not sure when. Hopefully I can do it on call with my homie, and then I'll come back and review him for you. But yeah, this is Desmodus. Sorry for the long intro. It's been a while since I've made a YouTube video, because I'm not sure, just like, you know, I feel like you shouldn't force yourself to do things you don't want to do. And I don't know, it wasn't as like, do you remember when I was like pumping out OMG review left and right and left and right and left and right? Like I was basically reviewing every single OMG that was coming out because I was getting every single OMG that was coming out, and I loved to do reviews. And in a sense I still do, which is why I'm doing one right now. But like, you know, it stopped being, I felt more like a hassle for me than something I wanted to do, and so that's why I stopped doing them. Unfortunately, I wish I could have reviewed every single one. I wish it stayed fun for me, but at a certain point it just got like, it felt like, you know, more of a burden than something I enjoyed doing. But here I am reviewing Desmodus, so as you can see I am happy to review him, and hopefully this gets uploaded and not stuck in my camera roll forever. Anyways, I need to stop talking because the video is almost 8 minutes long and we haven't even opened the fucking doll, so alright, and as you can see, he's out of the box, so let's go ahead and take a look at his belongings. He does come with 2 very notable things. One is his death certificate. That's a thing with Living Dead Dolls, if you're unaware. Instead of a birth certificate or like an information card or like, you know, stats on the back of the box, they have a death certificate. And so basically what this is, when you enroll it, it tells you their death date and more things. So this is the one that I have that came with this inbox one. As of recording this video, or though as of recording the one you had seen so far, I did mention that I had bought a second one, and as of recording this one, the second one has arrived. So here is the first one, in completion. His box is right there, and the second one is right there. As you can see, I've brushed his hair forward. I do plan to customize him, and his clothes and stuff are right here. So his certificate did not come with a ribbon, and so I took the liberty to unwrap this one specifically so we can get a better look at it. It says death certificate. I hereby certify that on the 16th day of August 1948, Desmodus, a broken bat came whirling and lodged in his neck as a player screamed in vain, "Kid, hit the deck!" But somehow Desmodus just wouldn't die. Instead he grew fangs and wings, and he found he could fly. Damien Glonick and Ed Long, Morticians, 8/16/1948 date, Living Dead Dolls, and I don't know what that symbol is. This is Mezco. So there it is, and that's basically what this is rolled up. As you can see, it doesn't lay very flat, but I tried to, you know, get it to lay flat the best I could. But this has been rolled up for quite some time now. But yes, as you can see, the wings removable a bit. Does this count as a spare accessory? I'm not sure. Not really, because they come attached to the doll. I'll show you in a minute. So here is his baseball bat. This one is a little dirtier because I did buy the second one used. Actually, I think that's just how it's painted. I know you can see a noticeable difference in a dirtier one and a new one. Or maybe it's just a variant, I'm not sure. Not like a variant, but like, you know, it was produced a little bit differently. But yes, as you can see, Living Dead dolls are very prone to staining. This one actually has worse staining than this one, the used one that I bought. And as you can see, he has 2 holes in his back, and this is where both of his wings plug in. He also has the sulfur symbol that is resembling a 13 on his back. The wings come glued into the doll, so I would not recommend just trying to yank them out, because they are glued inside of the doll. They come in the doll glued. They're not supposed to come out. When they made this doll, they were not intended to come out of his back. So what I did, and it's pretty easy, is I just, like, you know, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You don't want to yank it, you don't want to rip anything. You want to be very, you know, take your time, back and forth, and it'll come out. At least for both of mine, it did. And the reason why that's important is because the way his outfit is fitted on him, it has the 2 holes, right? But the Velcro is in between either of the holes. So once you put the wings on, right, and they're glued in, his outfit is not a removable outfit. Unlike most Living Dead dolls, like, their outfit, you could just unvelcro it and take it off and, like, you know, clean them, right? But his was meant to be permanent. You're not supposed to take off his outfit, because you couldn't take it off unless you took out the wings off, and the wings were not meant to be taken off. So neither was his outfit, but I did it anyways, so here he is. Anyways, this is just the double that I'm showing you up close, so you can, like, see a Living Dead doll, like, in its entirety. So clothing is a pretty good quality. Yep. So the second one is complete like the first one. The only things that he's missing, besides the obvious, his box, he's missing the ribbon on his death certificate, and he's missing his hat. But this one, I plan to have his hair brushed forward, so I'm not too concerned about the missing hat. Which is why I bought it. Anyways, we need to take a look at Desmodus now. So here's a look at the death certificate. It has a velvet colored ribbon. If we look at his bat, it is just your standard wooden bat with, like, a white grip at the handle of it, if you would call it that. Starting from the bottom, hopefully it'll focus, he has black Adidas like shoes on. They have red stripes. Sorry that it's going in and out of focus. It wants so, look at this bitch. This bitch wants so badly to focus on the back. Is the back really that important? You're joking. Maybe if I, like, point it down away from the faces. Sorry, I'm, like, trying to get it to focus. Anyways, here are, his wing is caught. Okay. Yes, black Adidas style shoes with red stripes. And these are actually really big Living Dead doll shoes. Like, they make his feet look really big. Like, they're really not as big as the shoes make him look. I don't know why, but most of the boy dolls don't have, like, big clowny feet like that. But I get it, kind of, in my opinion, it works for him because he's, like, an athletic one. And I don't know, I feel like bigger feet makes more sense on an athletic character. Whereas, like, on a daintier character, you'd probably want smaller feet. But I don't know, the bigger feet makes sense, I guess. It feels sportier. At least that's the vibe. He has red socks, and the red socks are attached to his pants. His outfit is all one piece, as you can see on the one that's off here. But it is meant to look like a red socks on its own. The pants are just black with red pinstripes. And the jersey has button down and also a sulfur symbol. He has some belt loops and a red belt that goes all the way around, velcros in the back. And his sleeves are long sleeves and they're red. Something interesting to note about Living Dead dolls is the articulation. I'm not sure which. I think it started, or so I was told, the line that Purdy and Dawn is in. That line is when the articulation started. They used to only have arms that would swing. Oh, you hear that creakiness? They only used to have arms that would swing back and forth, and heads that moved left and right, and a leg that, like, you know, went back and forth so they could sit down. But now the arms go up and out, and the heads do pivot. And it's important to note that the articulation on a living dead doll is not your standard fashion doll articulation, whereas you can see the torso and the neck are one, and the head pivots up at the top of the neck. Living dead dolls have it so that the head and the neck are one, and it pivots at the base of the neck. I'm not sure if that's better or worse. It looks about the same to me. I don't really mind. I don't know. I guess it works for a scarier character. It looks like he's cocking his neck to the side. Whereas like on a very fashion-esque like silhouette, like just kind of a head moving is enough to get the point across, right? I guess it works. Yes. Taking a closer look at his wings are made, the frames at least, out of a black plastic. They have a lot of grooves printed on them, or like molded into them. They look almost like they're carved out of wood, but I assume it's meant to look like veiny and like that's part of his body, like those grew out of him, of course. And the wings are a very, very clear 2-layer thick 3-section, I don't even know what it is. It's like not tulle, but it's like shimmery, and it's clearly transparent. Yeah, and they do fold inside, and I do believe this is like probably the biggest. And wait, maybe not, maybe Demonique has bigger wings in her resurrection. But yes, the wings do close. Oh right, and we didn't even go over the most important part, his like whole head. So Desmodus is a very, very fair skinned boy. He actually has like perfect, just like basic white skin. His mouth, as you can see, is black on the inside with a gray tongue and white teeth and fangs. You can see some of his gums, and his lips are gray with black stripes. Looks kind of crazy. His eyes are yellow with red around the edges, and he has black irises and pupils. Black pupils and black sclera with like sunken like shadowing around them, and they go like almost like a winged liner to his eyebrow, which are very arched and very mad. His ears are glued onto the regular living dead doll mold, and they're pointy bat ones. And his hair is just, I can't show you. I'm not gonna take the cap off because I don't feel like it, because I pinned mine in place. As you can see, there's pins, but it's just basically oh, you know what, let me show you on the double. Here's a widow's peak basically, and how it comes brushed back, and as you can see, it like kind of just stops like at his neck. And then he has sideburns. The sideburns come really unkempt and really ugly, but I laid his down flat with gel and glue. They come a little bit more unruly. This is not the best example of how bad they can be, but yeah, they don't usually look like that. I did that myself. The last thing he comes with is a baseball cap. The cap is mainly black. It's made out of your basic fabric. The bill is also black. The only part that's not black is the very front, which is red and has a black sulfur symbol on it. One of his hands is like curved, or like a gripping hands, because he does have a baseball bat, which is his main accessory and ties the look together, in my opinion. I would not display him without it. But yeah, he also stands a little unevenly. I'm not sure why. Oh no, I think I fixed it. Okay. Yeah, but he's very cute. He's a very cute themed doll. I don't know what it is about him. It's not focusing. But yeah, I just always, like, my eye caught on this doll as soon as I saw him, and I was like, I kind of need this doll. And I have him, and I actually have 2 of him actually. So this one is gonna have like bangs pushed forward, and I'm gonna repaint his eyes to look a little friendlier. Yeah, and then we'll dress him up in all of his things, of course. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for Desmodus. Let me know what you think. Actually, I have the other living dead doll that came today. This is the Damien that I bought, so he'll probably get his own review if I feel like it. And yeah, so look forward to that, or don't, because what if I don't post it because I'm so unreliable? What if I don't post this one? I don't know. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this review, even if it's not the kind of thing that you like. Maybe you just like me. Oh my god, what do you like? I don't know. I should shut the fuck up. Okay, bye. Ta-ta, farewell, au revoir, and goodbye.